If you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you're determined to learn, no one can stop you. The next speaker for the day is Mr. Nitin Sethi. Mr. Sethi is a senior advisor in Rio Tinto with 2 decades experience held as senior solution analyst in McKinsey and Company. Seeking excellence in the data analytics and visualizations field through self-motivation, hard work, and augmentation of core skills requires for effectively delivering the goods. Believes strongly in the concept of work through positive motivation. He had done advanced analytics from IIT Delhi, extensive knowledge in Tableau, SAS, Excel models, and many more advanced analytical tools. Sir would be delivering a session on data analytics and data visualization as a career. We welcome you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Can you, let me open my camera. Just a minute. Yeah. Am I visible to everyone?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Nitin Sethi. I am a vice principal and senior advisor in Rio Tinto. We are a mining firm across the globe, present in like 45 countries now. And so we're doing a lot of stuff on people analytics. Now I've joined them as an expert on people analytics. We're doing a lot of stuff on HR, recruitments, and other parts of HR. So I don't want to lecture it up as a session. I just wanted to open it for a Q&A, and I'll just give you 10 minutes brief on what is data analytics, what industry is trying to do, how this is going to help you in your future career and everything. And then in like 10-15 minutes, we'll open up with a Q&A so that I can more answer or more elaborate in terms of once I listen what kind of questions do you have, because everybody across the internet, what I see, there are a lot of things people are talking about: data science, data analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and everything. And feel free to ask any question if you have, or if you have doubts that how this is going to shape up my career, what will be my role, and how do I look at difference between data analytics and business analytics. So I can answer anything and everything that you would have, right? So let's just begin with. So I think every one of you have heard about data analytics, right? So data analytics is basically a very old field which came from a lot of understanding of data and understanding of data, wherein we just slice up the data, and people have lot of facts and myths about what is data analytics. कि मैं तो ये report बना दूंगा तो data analytics हो जाएगा, मैं statistical modeling कर लूंगा तो data analytics हो जाएगा, मैं 4 graphs बना दूंगा तो data analytics हो जाएगा. Right. So basically, when we talk about data analytics, it has a huge taken from which is a business understanding. If you do not understand the business, guys, you will not able to tomorrow make any kind of analytics. While say business is like you guys are doing data analytics, you guys understand what is data, but what is the business problem? To majorly understand a business problem is solving a level number 1. Right? There are always level 2 business analytics, which people do neglect and do not see the answer coming on. So the first major part that I always tell everyone while starting with data analytics, data science, machine learning, please understand the business, please have a business understanding so that you understand what you really wanted to accomplish, right? What do you want to uncover? What are the constraints? What are the competition objectives? What exactly you're looking for, right? Then the next step which comes in the data understanding, are we capturing that kind of data? And while capturing the data set, it's not only the data set coming from your software, it can be something that you're running through a survey as well, right? I've seen now, we do not have in India, I've seen that not a lot of data set which we have, which is possible to capture. So we do a lot of survey analytics also. So that is one thing which we can see coming from one, you have a business understanding. I understand, okay, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a chemical engineer, mechanical engineer, or some kind of engineer, but my working area on the data analytics might be coming from one firm which is working on engineering, right? So it is not important to be an engineer at that point in time, but it's important to understand what kind of engineering and what kind of understanding of business that these guys have, and what is basically they wanted to accomplish or what they wanted to uncover in terms of constraints, or maybe again competitive objective, what is their competitors are doing, and this kind of understanding should be there, right? Tomorrow you might join a pharma company and you don't understand what exactly an advanced level of chemical formula is doing for people, right? What is a life-saving drug? Now you need to understand what kind of life-saving drug these guys are making, right? You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be pharma. You don't have to be somebody who is a doctor into medicine, but you understand the ratios of salt, and you understand, and you can teach yourself, right? It's very, very easy, right? So I'll tell you what, I am from BA Arts and Humanities, and I've not done any kind of before my graduation, I've not done any kind of technical thing. I'm not an engineer. I've not done anything. I'm a BA Arts and Humanities guy, right? I was trying for something into IS and IPS, but could not do something. And I know it was not my cup of tea after 3 months of joining classes. But I understood. I went to data. I saw the people doing Excel and people doing writing macros, filtering data, understanding business, and I went through that. And I've seen a lot of ups and downs in there, and I've seen a lot of people not able to manage the data set, not able to understand the business, not able to. I've seen a lot of struggle in there with people. So when I went to the into this field, I started creating a guide for myself. How do I really wanted to understand? Because I'm not an engineer, and if it comes to something like need to be very complex engineering, which I don't understand, I need to teach myself. I started reading. I started reading books about it. I started reading how this functionality works, how this chemical is working, and what kind of things which are doing, and what kind of, for an example, a ball bearing. Right? I never understood what is, at that point in time, I did not even understood engineering behind a ball bearing, right? Now, but when I started learning, when I started got to Google, YouTube videos, and there are a lot of other stuff, talking to experts, I actually found out my way how to learn this business, how to understand the engineering behind a certain thing. And then what is in there for me, I keep on my notes on the track, and I keep what kind of a data for data analytics or visualization I would require. And then I have asked these certain questions to people who can help me with कि actually business क्या कर रहा है, actually business को मैं business को data कैसा capture करके क्या provide कर सकता हूँ. So now they also started in the conversation in terms of understanding my requirements. When you have an understanding, you will have requirements. When you have requirements, you will ask questions. When you have questions, you will have answers. These answers are solution to every kind of business problems that you have. Can be in a shape of data set, can be in a state of planning, strategy, whatever, right? So point number one is always will be their understanding of business. अगर मैं सिर्फ काम कर रहा हूँ, एक्सेल शीट्स बना रहा हूँ, पाइथन पे कोड्स लिख रहा हूँ, विजुअलाइजेशन बना रहा हूँ, कुछ भी कर रहा हूँ, और मुझे बिजनेस का पता ही नहीं है, आप कहीं ना कहीं गलती करोगे, क्योंकि आपको मालूम ही नहीं है कि आपका एंड रिजल्ट क्या होना चाहिए, या आपको मालूम ही नहीं है आप कौन से कस्टमर्स को देना अपना विजुअलाइजेशन या अपना डेटा एनालिटिक्स दिखाना चाहते हो. ठीक है, फॉर विद एन एग्जांपल, अगर मैं कस्टमर्स को अपना कस्टमर सेटिस्फैक्शन सर्वे या फिर मैं बिजनेस पार्टनर सर्वे रन करता हूं, दोनों में बहुत डिफरेंस है. बिजनेस पार्टनर जो होगा उसको आप इन्वेस्टमेंट स्पेसिफिक सर्वे भेजोगे कि तुम्हारे इन्वेस्टमेंट पे हमने कितना रिटर्न दिया, तुम्हें क्या लगता है बिजनेस कैसा चल रहा है, मार्केट कैसी चल रही है, हम कैसा पैरेलली रन कर रहे हैं, हमारे कॉम्पिटिटर्स के साथ हम क्या क्या कर सकते हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं, आपका व्यू क्या है, एंड ऑल दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन. बट यू कांट सेल दिस क्वेश्चंस, यू कांट सेंड दिस क्वेश्चंस टू द कस्टमर मार्केट, राइट? आप कस्टमर से पूछोगे हम कैसा कर रहे हैं, आप उसे बोलो हमारा प्रोडक्ट कैसा लग रहा है, हम प्रोडक्ट में क्या इंप्रूवमेंट कर सकते हैं, हाउ डू यू रेट us on the same scale, how do you see our product coming into the competitor market, these kind of questions. So questions will differ. So तभी आपको टारगेट ऑडियंस हमेशा देखने पड़ेंगे कि अगर मुझे बिजनेस समझ में आता है तो ही मैं टारगेट ऑडियंस को पकड़ पाऊंगा, which is backbone to data analytics. अगर आपको डेटा एनालिटिक्स में बिजनेस समझ में आ गया तो आपको मोर ओवर 80-70% काम समझ में आ जाएगा. उसके हिसाब से आप अपना डेटा अंडरस्टैंडिंग खुद क्रिएट कर सकते हो, आप सर्वेज रन कर सकते हो, आप सॉफ्टवेयर से डेटा ला सकते हो, आप डेटा माइन कर सकते हो. फॉर एन एग्जांपल, आई वांट टू डू समथिंग लाइक लेट्स से इमोशनल एनालिटिक्स करना चाहता हूं मैं. I can go to Twitter and I can say I wanted to understand how many people are tweeting about my product and how many people are retweeting or how many people are just commenting on the product. So I can have a data and I can run a sentiment analytics, जिसको emotional analytics भी बोलते हैं. मैं उसके अंदर नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव वर्ड्स निकाल लेता हूं और उनको मैं एक प्लॉट के ऊपर डाल के टैबलो में, पावर बीआई में, पाइथन में, आर में, कोई भी प्लेटफॉर्म कोई भी हो, से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आपको विजुअलाइजेशन दिखानी है, मैं उसको विजुअलाइज करता हूं एंड आई अंडरस्टैंड कि ओके दीज मेनी पीपल आर सैटिस्फाइड, दिस परसेंटेज इज स्टिल आई नीड टू फोकस ऑन, एंड दिस काइंड ऑफ कमेंट्स दैट आई नीड टू सी इनटू टेक्स्ट एनालिटिक्स एंड अंडरस्टैंड हाउ आई कैन इंप्रूव ऑन फ्रॉम द लर्निंग फ्रॉम दैट डेटा सेट. right? That always be a part of your understanding, and software can be anything. आप डेटा जहाँ से फेच करते हो वो सर्वे भी हो सकता है, ट्विटर हो सकता है, फेसबुक हो सकता है, और आजकल तो बहुत सारी चीजें जहाँ से कई एजेंसीज बन गई हैं जो डेटा कैप्चर करके रखती हैं आपके पास और क्लीन करके रखती हैं। आपको सिर्फ डेटा खरीदना है। अगर आप डेटा नहीं खरीद सकते हो तो आप सर्वे रन कर सकते हो, आप अपने आप डेटा अपने सॉफ्टवेयर में कैप्चर कर सकते हो, आप किसी को बोल सकते हो कि थर्ड पार्टी एजेंसीज को बोल सकते हो हमारे डेटा कैप्चर करने के लिए। तो बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस है आपके पास। देन अंडरस्टैंडिंग द डेटा सेट एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ डेटा सेट वुड यू रिक्वायर। लोकेशन क्या होना चाहिए, डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ डेटा सेट क्या होना चाहिए, डेटा का वॉल्यूम कितना होना चाहिए, आप पॉपुलेशन लेवल पे कर रहे हो, क्वालिटेटिव है, क्वांटिटेटिव है, बहुत सारी चीजें जिनके अंदर आप डेटा एनालिटिक्स कर सकते हो। ठीक है, अब आपके पास जो डेटा आता है वो बिल्कुल रॉ डेटा सेट आता है। उस डेटा सेट के अंदर आप how to prepare a data set, how to mine a data set, how to future engineering the columns, how to understand what kind of columns do you require, how to do sampling, how to do modeling, how to reconsider the data set or how to consider the data set, right? Explaining a lot of other stuff and missing values and outlier analysis. There are an ample of stuff which we take only in preparation of data sets, right? So I'm just telling you these things, these will be part of your curriculum, and this will really help you. And once you get into these kind of stuff, please plan a strategy before planning a model, because this all is coming from a model. All right, so I'll just open up for questions so that I can more tell you more about what kind of questions do you have, and I can take these questions and I can help you in understanding more deeply into data analytics.
So we have not received any question by far.
Okay.
I think the concept is clear to the students, so they are looking forward to hear you.
Okay, got it. Okay, right. Now, once you have got the data set, you have played around with the data set in terms of understanding, removing the missing values, seeing the outliers, and doing future engineering into the data set, scaling up the data set, or probably sampling and into the larger data set. Then you can go ahead and prepare a model which you have to evaluate. Now, into statistical terms, when we talk about model, we need to prepare an accuracy chart on the model. We do not go by one-to-one model. Like for an example, मैंने एक linear model बनाया. अब I'm not very sure कि आप linear model समझते हो नहीं समझते हो, but it's a linear regression model. अगर मैंने linear regression model बनाया है, तो मैं उस linear regression model को किस तरीके से deploy करूंगा, उसकी accuracy क्या है, deployment से पहले accuracy क्या है, और किस level पे मेरी accuracy आ रही है. Right, that kind of understanding would come from your understanding of business. कि actually market accuracy में हम मेरे पास अगर 80% है, तो मेरा मॉडल अगर मुझे 60% दे रहा है, that means I do not have a valuable model to show, right? And that kind of understanding will help you to have an accuracy in the model, which should be greater than about 70%. अगर आपका मॉडल इवैल्यूएशन स्कोर 70% से ज्यादा आता है, और हर एल्गोरिथम का अलग स्कोर होता है. कन्फ्यूजन मैट्रिक्स एक चीज होती है जो आगे जाके आप पढ़ोगे. आपके पास आर स्क्वायर एक चीज होती है जो आगे जाके स्टैटिस्टिकल मॉडलिंग में अगर आप मशीन लर्निंग वगैरह कर रहे होगे तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ इवैल्यूएशन, वंस यू डन द इवैल्यूएशन, प्लीज चेक विद द एक्सपर्ट्स कि एक्सपर्ट क्या कह रहे हैं. उसके बाद वी कैन डिप्लॉय द मॉडल इन टर्म्स ऑफ एनी ट्रेडिशनल शेड्यूलर्स, AWS, or whatever we wanted to deploy the model on, right? So this strategy comes from business analytics and data analytics, right? आपके पास अब आपने बहुत सारी चीजें सुनी होंगी, मशीन लर्निंग है, ये है, वो है. मशीन लर्निंग इज बेसिकली ट्रेनिंग योर मशीन्स, दैट्स इट. गूगल, आप सबके पास जीमेल अकाउंट होगा या आप सबके पास याहू अकाउंट होगा. तो गूगल ने सबसे पहले स्टार्ट किया था जीमेल के ऊपर मशीन लर्निंग एल्गोरिथम लगाना, जहां पर वो आपकी ईमेल्स को कैटेगराइज कर देता था. सबसे पहला जो एल्गोरिथम मैंने यूटिलाइज होता हुआ देखा था इंडस्ट्री में, दैट वाज बाय गूगल. गूगल ने अपने आप बता दिया कि ये आपके प्रमोशन ईमेल्स हैं, ये आपके एक्स ईमेल्स हैं, ये आपके स्पैम्स हैं, स्पैम फिल्टर्स ऑटोमेटिकली लग जाते हैं. और अब कैटेगराइजेशन लेवल हो गया कि आपके प्राइमरी ईमेल्स कौन से हैं, सेकेंडरी ईमेल्स कौन से हैं, और आपके प्रमोशनल ईमेल्स कौन से हैं, राइट? देयर इज अ बाइफिकेशन इन योर ईमेल्स एज वेल, व्हिच इज कमिंग फ्रॉम मशीन लर्निंग. कि मशीन अपने आप समझ जाती है कि ओके, दिस काइंड ऑफ ईमेल्स आर कमिंग फ्रॉम द प्राइवेट ईमेल्स, दैट मींस दैट बिलोंग्स टू समबडी एंड दैट माइट बी इंपॉर्टेंट, सो दे आर प्राइमरी. देन इफ दे आर कमिंग फ्रॉम द स्पैमिंग email account, they can easily make it out कौन सा spamming है कौन सा नहीं है. They can put it into your spam email. That kind of machine learning algorithms that we use in banking as well. For an example, अगर मुझे fraud detect करना है, तो मेरे पास as an SBI, I have more than 15 million customers. तो मैं उनको एक साथ बैठ के या 2-4 लोग बिठा के नहीं assess कर पाता हूँ. That is the reason I'm doing a big data stuff for these kind of companies, and I can create a model which can easily detect कि कहां पर क्या हो रहा है. फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, अगर मैं कहीं फॉरेन ट्रैवल कर रहा होता हूँ और मैं कहीं अपने बैंक को नहीं बता के जाता हूँ, यूजुअली मैं बैंक को नहीं बता के जाता हूँ कभी भी, तो अगर मैं कहीं फॉरेन ट्रैवल कर रहा हूँ एंड आई जस्ट स्वाइप माय कार्ड, सो आई गेट अ कॉल फ्रॉम माय बैंक अकाउंट होल्ड माय बैंक, and they'll tell me, okay, your amount has been deducted in from London, so are you in London or something? So I'll say yes, I'm in London. So that means they will keep on calling me and tracking my every transaction that I do because of the fraud. क्योंकि मैं इतने टाइम से दिल्ली से पैसे निकाल रहा था या मैं कहीं और ट्रैवल कर रहा था, वहां से पैसे निकाल रहा था, ऑल ऑफ द सडन मेरी ज्योग्राफी चेंज हो गई 3 दिन में, 2 दिन में, और मैंने वहां से पैसा निकाल लिया, तो हो सकता है मेरा कार्ड कॉम्प्रोमाइज हुआ हो. टू चेक दैट दे कैन इजीली डू दैट फ्रॉड एनालिटिक्स. And how do they get an alarm? The data set actually tracks them, will track my transaction and highlight it. Okay, please call, please call, please call. So that is how every bank and every financial institution will able to highlight the everything into your fraud analytics. They can at least ask, okay, क्या ये सही में आप ही हो जो transaction कर रहे हो? Even for if you go to any of these supermarkets, तो वहाँ आप POS मशीन देते हो, जो क्रेडिट कार्ड स्वैप मशीन होती है, POS बोलते हैं उनको, आप यूएस मशीन देखते हो, वो आपके एक फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड्स में ही आपका कार्ड स्वाइप करती है, आपके सर्वर से जाके बात करता है. अब वहां पे कोई आदमी नहीं बैठा है जो अप्रूव कर रहा है, वहां पर एक एल्गोरिथम लगा हुआ है कि ये कार्ड आया, इसके पास इतने पैसे हैं, ये इतने पैसे के लिए ग्रांट मांग रहा है, they'll give the grant and they'll say, okay sir, approved, that is the transaction. You go to anywhere and so many people are doing it in multiple, seeing our population, seeing China का population, which are humongous in terms of population, right? अगर हम एक 10 अकाउंट के लिए भी एक बंदा नहीं बिठा सकते, या 100 के लिए भी नहीं बिठा सकते. सो वी नीड टू क्रिएट दिस काइंड ऑफ एल्गोरिथम्स wherein these algorithms actually see the data set and understand how these has to be done, and these all are part of machine learning and artificial intelligence parameters which we can fetch in. We can write the code, we can schedule them, every transaction, every minute, every second, every nanosecond as well, that they can actually go to your system, talk to your system, and come back in a fraction of a second and tell them approved or non-approved. Right? Similarly, there are a lot of other things that you do, your computer updates which are coming from Microsoft or from Mac, they're coming all the time. The OTAs that you get on your phones, everything is been functionalized like a machine learning algorithm, that if you have an update and you do not have updated your phone, you will always get a pop-up, and that जब तक आपका फोन अपडेट नहीं हो जाएगा, वो पॉपअप वहां पर आता रहेगा हर घंटे में, हर 15 मिनट, आधे घंटे में, to bug you up to actually update. There might be a bug fixer in the same, और वो हाथों हाथ आपके सिस्टम पे वो ओवरराइट कर देगा सारे की सारे, आपका पुराने सिस्टम को फ्लश अप करके नया वाला सिस्टम डाल देगा. Correct? These all algorithms that you see in the market, which are utilizing, starting from a grocery shop to the aviation industry, everybody is using analytics and data visualization. And data visualization has changed a lot. अगर आपने IPL देखा होगा, अगर आपने Formula 1 cars देखे होंगे, so they have picked up visualization in altogether in a different level. They're running a lot of visualization on Power BI, on Tableau, on Python. They're creating fractional numbers at the same time and presenting them through a visualization. चाहे वो किसी क्रिकेटर का स्कोर हो, चाहे वो किसी क्रिकेटर की हिस्ट्री हो, चाहे वो किसी बॉलर की हिस्ट्री हो, चाहे कोई फील्ड पे खड़ा हो उसका, चाहे कोई कमेंटेटर बैठा हो उसकी हिस्ट्री हो. Every analysis that you see on the screen is visualized with the help of these kind of tools, and they are on the run. They're always on the run. With Formula 1, if you have not seen any Formula 1, please go to YouTube. You'll find few of the videos, and you'll see fraction of second the speed changes. The car का speed जैसे ही change होगा, it will change at the analytics on the go. The company behind that was Quantum Black, which is acquired by McKinsey & Company now. So Quantum Black was actually running the entire analytics behind the Formula 1 cars, and they were doing a lot of good stuff. They had a lot of servers because they wanted to have nanosecond का answer at every level of the speed limit change. They have all the presentation at the below of your screen. You can find out very, very relevant and very nice analytics on the same. All right. Any questions till now in terms of understanding what is this data analytics and how your future looks like into data analytics, what you can expect from the industry? Anything, I'm happy to answer that.
Yes, sir. So we have 2 questions.
Sure.
First question is from Kaushal. He's asking, he always wanted to understand what exactly a data analyst does in his cubicle,
Okay.
rather than collecting and arranging data.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the exact work profile? Malab, does it varies from company to company?
Yeah,
And
I'll answer. Yeah.
yes, and he has a third question also. So I'll tell this after you answer the 2 other questions.
All right. So for everyone, basically data analytics का काम company to company vary कर जाता है. ठीक है. सो कई लोग डेटा एनालिटिक्स में सिर्फ एक्सेल पे डेटा कलेक्शन या MIS जिसको मैनेजमेंट इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम बोलते हैं वो बना रहे होते हैं. कई लोग सेम डेटा एनालिटिक्स के अंदर डेटा कैरी भी करते हैं, डेटा को गैदर भी करते हैं, डेटा को क्लीन भी करते हैं, डेटा को प्रेजेंट भी करते हैं, और पूरा प्रोफाइल डिपेंड करता है आप क्या ज्वाइन करते हैं. ठीक है. So I'll tell you a basic understanding from what I have from McKinsey and Company. If you join something like McKinsey and Company, BCG, Bain और KPMG, Ernst and Young, Deloitte, तो आपका रोल क्या होगा? आप कोई Rio Tinto भी also I can tell you about Rio Tinto as well. I have a lot of new joinees. तो आपका work profile क्या होता है? You've been asked with one profile in terms of saying, okay, I am a visualization expert. I wanted to explore my career into visualization. Now they'll give you all the visualization work in terms of one, you have to gather the data set, understand the question, what has been asked by our stakeholders, then move it to Power BI or Tableau and deploy that full-fledged project by yourself. That is point number one, which is a basic understanding. What we have in the industry from all the big fours or other companies. When we talk about BCG, McKinsey, Rio Tinto, they have really diversified a role in terms of data analytics. If you join as a data analytics, they will make you, they'll see your strengths and they'll see your weaknesses. They will work more on your weaknesses than your strengths, right? So what they do is basically, so you'll say, okay, I'm not good at Python. Okay, they'll put you in a Python project with a buddy and they'll train you on the same, so that tomorrow, if we want you to stand up and work on something like Python, something like Power BI, into data analytics or machine learning, you're good with it and you can do that, right? So you'll be all in all a project leader on that part, so that you learn and you can deliver. So that totally depends on what kind of company you're joining in, right? So what a data analytics does is basically, one, gathering a data set. Second, cleaning up the data set. Fourth, understanding the questions that have been asked. Fifth, delivering the questions as an answer. And then answer to all the counter questions that the client might have. That answers your questions?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And the third part of the question is, what are the growths for an individual as a data analyst in the corporate world?
So I've been to this field more than now 15 years, and I'm still, I think I have a future for next 25 years logged for me, right? As a faculty, as a person who is a principal, I see myself in 2 years, I'm growing as a principal, or two or 3 years more into a principal. I'm a vice principal already. So there is a lot of scope in the market. I'll tell you what, India has just started analytics 5 years back. 5 साल पहले इंडिया को एनालिटिक्स के बारे में पता ही नहीं था. हम सिर्फ अंधाधुंध कर रहे थे. हम ऑनेस्टली बोलूं, इंडिया ने अभी चालू भी नहीं किया है ठीक से. There are a lot of companies, there are a lot of startups who do not capture the data set or deliver the data set at that level. There are big companies who have that kind of corpus to actually see and manage the data set, but if I'll say at 100% level, we're not capturing the data set. So there are lot to come. There are a lot to come in the market right now, and it's a very sustainable career which I can see for next 10-15 years for sure. तो नाम चेंज हो जाता है यार. देखो, मैंने जब चालू किया था, MIS एनालिस्ट से चालू किया था. आज मैं डेटा साइंटिस्ट हूं, आज मैं सीनियर एडवाइजर / वाइस प्रेसिडेंट हूं इस कंपनी के लिए. So my role has more enriched in terms of technologies, in terms of the understanding of business, in terms of more algorithms added to my CV, that kind of stuff. But आप कर क्या रहे हो? आप वही कर रहे हो. आपने सिर्फ improvement structure add कर दिया. आपने अपने strengths और बढ़ा ली. That is how it works, right? It started with MIS. When I started 15 years back, किसी को data analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence के बारे में मालूम भी नहीं होता था. But the career will shape into that level जब आप धीरे धीरे करते जाओ. आपको समझ में आएगा बिजनेस अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्या होती है, आपको समझ में आएगा डेटा प्रेजेंट कैसे करना है, आपको समझ में आएगा विजुअलाइजेशन का कितना बड़ा इंपैक्ट है इंडस्ट्री में, एंड यू विल अंडरस्टैंड द डिफरेंट प्रोफाइल्स. पहले विजुअलाइजेशन कोई डिफरेंट प्रोफाइल नहीं होता था. एक डेटा एनालिटिक्स या MIS एनालिस्ट ही हायर होता था जो एक्सेल पे या SQL पे डेटा लगाता था, डेटा बनाता था, क्लीन करता था, एंड देन ही यूज्ड टू मूव द डेटा सेट इनटू चार्ट्स ऑफ एक्सेल और PowerPoint presentations, right? Up that has taken another level altogether. We have different BI software, something like Tableau, something like Power BI, something like ClickSense, something working on PyCharm, something working on Jupyter Notebook, something on R and Shiny. So that there are a lot of ample of platforms that you can work on. और काम वही है, understanding वही है. थोड़ा polish होता जा रहा है, थोड़ा algorithm wise और content wise rich होता जा रहा है. And for India, it's a huge market. It's a huge market that we have in here.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
The next question is from Avinash. He's asking, what are the key areas that we need to focus in order to analyze the data?
So key part that as I said earlier, so you first need to understand the business first. सबसे पहली चीज यार, अगर तुमको बिजनेस समझ में नहीं आएगा, आप कितना भी एनालिसिस कर लो वो कहीं ना कहीं जाके गलत हो जाएगा, बिकॉज आपने अपने डेटा को कोरिलेट नहीं करा बिजनेस अंडरस्टैंडिंग से। उनका क्वेश्चन क्या है, वो क्या पूछ रहे हैं, आप कैसे हैंडल करने वाले हो क्वेश्चन। सो देयर हैज टू बी स्ट्रेटजी into data analytics. You need to understand, you need to have a business understanding, you need to have data understanding, you need to understand how do I present or how do I clean my data set, then how do I create a model, then how do I, and the accuracy of the model, how do I deploy a model. So these 4-5 points that are very important in terms of data analytics, which will move to eventually into data science as well. They both are stagnant for data science. Data science में सिर्फ statistics add हो जाएगा, machine learning algorithms add हो जाएंगे, predictive modeling, forecasting add हो जाएगा. Other than that, every strategy remains the same. अगर आपको बिजनेस नहीं समझ में आएगा तो आप स्टैटिस्टिक्स लगाओगे कैसे? अगर आपको डेटा समझ में नहीं आएगा तो आप स्टैटिस्टिक्स कैलकुलेट करके सही नंबर कैसे इवैल्यूएट करने वाले हो? अगर आपका मॉडल आपको सही नहीं बता रहा है आंसर, तो आप उसको डिप्लॉय कैसे करोगे? Every these 4-5 things remain same. They're stagnant to everything that you do. Can be data analytics, can be data visualization, can be data science, can be anything. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. So next question is from Sushmita. She's asking, what is the importance of data analytics in HR?
So yes, so I have joined HR recently and I've seen there a lot of scope in terms of, so for an example, I'll tell you one, what we're trying to do, we have around 56,000 employees across the globe in 45 countries that we have operations. We are evaluating everyone's COVID situation, and we are on that level on the data part of HR. We have taken the data set from our human resource data understanding, how many people can report to work and how many people can't report to work. In terms of that COVID situation, we are analyzing entire data set. Now that can also be in terms of our pay health schemes. Pay health schemes means what kind of people that I need to hire more, what kind of people are, so the people that I'm hiring, how much do I need to pay them, and how much already we are paying to these guys. So these kind of building, hiring people, this kind of pay health remuneration or compensation problems, how to hire people, that can be also one. How to filter the CVs when it comes, when they flood into your CVs, searching from the keywords and all that. So we are automating every level of working in terms of HR. राइट अब मतलब मैं जब से मैंने ज्वाइन किया है, व्हाट वी आर वर्किंग ऑन इज बेसिकली कि मुझे रिक्रूटर से सिर्फ सीवी चाहिए। मैं अपने आप ही एक वेब स्क्रैपर या एक पीडीएफ स्क्रैपर बना दिया है मैंने। वो अपने आप जाके इंपॉर्टेंट कीवर्ड्स बिजनेस के लिए ढूंढ देता है और टॉप 5 सीवी सिलेक्ट करके आपके रिक्रूटर को देता है कि आप इन 5 या 10 लोगों को कॉल करो, आप 100 लोगों को कॉल नहीं करो। So there are lot of stuff that you guys can explore and do, right? There are a lot of reporting senses, there are a lot of compensation senses, there are a lot of you'll say how to improvise the data into HR analytics, क्योंकि बहुत प्रॉब्लम होती है HR को डेटा संभालने में, right? So you can do while lot of stuff that you can understand while understanding a business problem, you can solve it. So मेरे यहाँ पर ये problems काफी सारी थी कि एक रिक्रूटर है, उसको सारे सीवीज देखने पड़ते थे या कुछ ऐसा करना पड़ता था। So I've cut it down to just clicking of a button and they'll get top 5 or 10, top 10 जो भी वो थ्रेशोल्ड में डालेंगे उतने नंबर ऑफ सीवीज डाउनलोड होके आ जाएंगे, टॉप जितने भी हमारे क्राइटेरिया को मैच करते होंगे ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाएंगे, right? That kind of, or maybe LinkedIn profiles also. I'm doing an API search on LinkedIn profile as well, that we can find out the LinkedIn profiles through a web scraper. Already हमारी Python script जाएगी अपने आप LinkedIn पे टॉप 5-10 लोगों को ढूंढेगी जिनको हम हायर कर पोटेंशियल हायर बना सकते हैं, उनको ही कांटेक्ट करेगी. So this is what we're doing with recruitment process. We have done a lot of in the compensation process as well, कि हम कितने लोगों को हायर करें और कितने पैसे दें. हमने ये भी algorithms बना लिए हैं कि हम लास्ट 5 साल में लोगों को कितने पैसे दे रहे थे, कितना ऑलरेडी डिफरेंट ज्योग्राफीज में कितना इंक्रीज हो गया है आपका, आपके कितने कितने पैसे इंक्रीज हुए हैं और अब हम क्या दे सकते हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी में हमने क्या राइज करा है और कितने लोगों के पास ये एबिलिटी है. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर्स यू कैन पुल इन टर्म्स ऑफ काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दैट यू हैव इन एचआर एंड यू कैन प्लान एंड स्ट्रेटेजाइज अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट.
So in continuation with that, the other question is, will HR analytics skill and knowledge accelerate professional growth prospects for an HR professional only?
Absolutely, absolutely. I am not, I think in starting of my career, I've done one work with HR analytics like 10-15 years back, and now I'm back to HR, right? So, and I'll tell you what, I have a team of about 59 people across the globe who are reporting into me, only working as an HR professional. Some of them are well versed with data analytics. They're well versed with HR policies and HR understanding, and half of them are well versed with the data analytics. So it's a merger, right? It's kind of what I always call is, once one you have domain, another one you have a data analytics. That's a killing combination. It's very rare to find. If you understand business analytics, if you understand HR or whatever field that you wanted to be in, and you understand data analytics, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. Because आपको हमें बिजनेस समझाना नहीं पड़ेगा, आपको एचआर ऑलरेडी आता है, बस आपको मुझे ये समझाना पड़ेगा, या आप जिस भी फील्ड में आ रहे हो, चाहे फाइनेंस में हो, चाहे आप एचआर में हो, चाहे आप फार्मा में हो, चाहे आप इंजीनियरिंग में हो, आप जिस भी फील्ड में हो, आप उस फील्ड को कैरी करके ऑलरेडी लेके आ रहे हो, आपको डेटा एनालिटिक्स आता है, मुझे सिर्फ आपको ये बताना है कि मेरे यहाँ एचआर में ऐसे काम होता है, मेरा डेटा ऐसा दिखता है, मेरे डेटा को फेच करने के ये 15 डिफरेंट टेक्निक्स है, मेरा डेटा इस तरीके से आ जाएगा. These I have answered your questions, and now these are the set of questions that you need to answer to the stakeholder. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sonal is asking what skills and qualities one should have to be a data analyst.
I always tell people your CV has to be a buffet. You can't get a job with one technology or two technology. As many as you have, that is, your CV has to be a buffet that अगर कोई देखे तो बोले हाँ यार 5 टेक्नोलॉजीज आती है, चलो हम 3 पे तो काम करा ही लेंगे, या 4 आती है तो मुझे 2. अब ऐसा नहीं होता. I'll tell you, industry has changed a lot. I was part of McKinsey and Company hiring process. I am part of Rio Tinto hiring process. So I know how this works basically. हम लोग कभी भी 2-3 टेक्नोलॉजी से नीचे वालों के CV शॉर्टलिस्ट नहीं करते हैं. Honestly speaking, अगर आपके CV में 3+ टेक्नोलॉजीज हैं, चाहे आप फ्रेशर की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं बिल्कुल भी lateral hires की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Lateral hires तो we have a different demand altogether, right? But अगर आप फ्रेशर भी हो, at least 3 technologies you need to have, 3+ technologies in your CV. And मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ आप well versed हो, आप expert हो, आपने 10,000 courses कर लिए. Don't do that. At least get 30 to 50% knowledge of particular platform or software, whatever you want to call, and then say I have done XYZ projects. The number of projects will give me more confidence in you. जितने ज्यादा projects करोगे उतनी ज्यादा confidence बढ़ जाएगा.
Thank you. The next question is by Avinash. He's asking, what all things do we have to remember before data analyzation?
Again, सबसे पहली चीज, business understanding, data understanding, how to clean up the data set, what kind of questions do you have with the stakeholders, then how your model accuracy is, and then deploy the model.
Thank you, sir. The next question is from Priya. She's saying that she's interested to become a data analyst, and she is interested in HR analytics, but she's a little bit confused about which area she should go for because she does not like coding and programming.
So there are a lot of software in the market here which are not coding, right? Something like Alteryx, something like Tableau, something like EasyMorph. So there are a lot of other software which are not into coding. So you can pick that software and solve for data analytics first, then go for HR analytics. Don't jump into data analytics. First, understand what is data analytics. अब आपको HR analytics अपने आप आ जाएगा. आप data analytics के लिए solve करो, आपको HR analytics का answer अपने आप मिल जाएगा. Don't worry about it. And if you want to consult about the software, any one of you in the house who wanted to consult, please look me up, or Shruti ma'am से मेरा LinkedIn ID ले लेना. Please ping me there. I will able to help you with lot of links.
Okay. We'll share the details for the students then.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Sir, next question is from Shamsher. He's saying that he is weak in mathematics and he wants to know the importance of business statistics in BI analyst. So
business intelligence and business analytics is a little different from data science. So you would not require a lot of mathematics, but if you will jump into data science or machine learning, then to understand the algorithm and the back calculation, you would require mathematics, right? But if you're staying only till data analytics, I don't think so. You would require a lot of mathematics. So don't worry, because tools बहुत अच्छा काम कर देते हैं. आपको कोई जरूरत नहीं है इतना पंगा लेने की, बिल्कुल भी. But अगर आप data science की तरफ jump करोगे, then yes.
Rishabh is asking, what is the relationship between data science and supply chain?
So in supply chain into logistic, there are a lot of people who are scheduling, who are planning and scheduling कि कितने बजे क्या जाना चाहिए, क्या shipments कहाँ कितने बजे, schedulers पे, planners पे, उनके साथ वो data science machine learning algorithms को build in कर देते हैं. Right? It's a supply chain is a huge topic altogether, right? But what I can tell you in few lines is basically scheduling your shipments, scheduling your entire appointments, scheduling everything that goes into software to actually alarm your drivers on the phone to take a shipment, pick up a shipment, or to drop a shipment. Everything which is on the phone, on the machines, can be alarmed by a machine learning algorithm, which is a huge success into supply chain management.
Okay. Sir Shamsher is interested in knowing that leadership, communication skills, and presentations, are these skills the game changers in any field?
Absolutely, absolutely. They will always, if you will go for a brand, if you go for something other than anything that you see in terms of analytics, machine learning, or HR professional, or anything, these things will always play a vital role. Because if you're not good at presenting, but you're good at maybe you're good at coding, and but you're not very good at presenting, तो आपका जो आप बनाओगे कुछ और कोई और उसको present करके number ले जाएगा. So it has to be a merger of everything, right? You need to be, your communication has to be good, your leadership skills have to be good, because आप अगर grow करना चाहते हो, these all are combination to grow. अगर मैं आज 10 लोगों को लीड नहीं कर सकता, तो मैं आगे जाके कल को 100 लोगों को लीड नहीं कर पाऊंगा. अगर मैं कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर पाऊंगा, तो मैं लीड ही नहीं कर पाऊंगा, क्योंकि मैं बोलूंगा कुछ, लोग समझेंगे कुछ, और कहीं का कहीं कुछ और हो जाएगा. But it has to be a combination. It's a combo. It's a bundle. You need to carry this bundle with you. And do not panic if you don't understand all of these jazz. Industry will teach you. Don't you worry about it. It's fine. You are in a good hands. I know Lloyd from a long time. You are in very good hands. So don't worry about it. You'll be shaped in a good manager, for sure.
Thank you so much, sir. So the next question is from Sonal. She's asking, what are the challenges one has to face being a data analyst, and how can we overcome that?
So one that I've seen is only coding, right? If you can't, and coding, people do it from YouTube, और वही लोग सबसे ज़्यादा फंसते हैं जो YouTube से करते हैं, ठीक है? और जो वो छोटे वोटे उससे करते हैं. The problem is that कि YouTube पे आपको बीच से चीज बताई जाती है, या इवन आप अगर Udemy की बात करते हो, मैं Udemy के लिए कंटेंट राइटर हूँ, मेरे को मालूम है वो कैसे काम करते हैं, तो वो लोग बीच से चालू करते हैं, राइट? while you're learning, you will know कि कोडिंग करने का एक स्ट्रैटेजी होता है. कोडिंग से भागने की जरूरत नहीं है. कोडिंग बहुत सिंपल है अगर आप उसे समझोगे तो. मैं खुद बी आर्ट्स ह्यूमैनिटीज से हूं और अब मैं कोडिंग पढ़ाता हूं. आई टीच मोर देन लाइक 15+ लैंग्वेजेस इन डेटा एनालिटिक्स. मैं बहुत सारे कॉलेजेस के लिए फैकल्टी हूं जहां मैं पढ़ाता हूं, ठीक है? तो आपको कोई जरूरत नहीं है कोडिंग से डरने की. इट्स अ वेरी इजी गेम. You just need to strategize, understand the logic, write it down on a piece of a paper and start coding. अगर आप लिखोगे नहीं और अंधाधुंध कोडिंग करने चालू करोगे तो कोडिंग will take your case for sure. But अगर आप प्लान करते हो, strategize करते हो while beginning of your code, please make sure कि आपने 10 steps हैं तो 10 steps लिख लें. Step number 1 को कोड किया, step number 2, 3, 4 तो आपको कोडिंग आ जाएगी. और लोग सबसे ज्यादा चैलेंज जो फेस करते हैं ना, वो कोडिंग के अंदर. बाकी सब कुछ बहुत सिंपल है. Data analytics is very simple if you really have that analytical bent, right? You need to have that analytical bent to analyze stuff, right? Once you do that the things will be very easy. So I will say, जितने लोग बोल रहे थे कि मुझे कोडिंग नहीं अच्छी लगती है या समझ में नहीं आती है या मैं कोडिंग नहीं कर सकता हूँ, अब मैं भी आपकी जगह खड़ा हुआ था किसी टाइम पे और आज मैं पढ़ाता हूँ. आज मैं लोगों को कोडिंग सिखाता हूँ, ठीक है? तो don't run from it, give it a try. Or in case you want to learn strategies and something like that, ping me on LinkedIn. I'm happy to help you.
That is really nice of you, sir. Next is by Avinash. He is asking that what are the opportunities in the area of data analytics and visualization in India? There
are a lot of opportunities here. If I see, so if you don't ask me about this, right, I'll tell you what. Just go to your LinkedIn accounts and just write in opportunities for data analytics, hit enter, you'll get ample of stuff. और मैं नौकरी वगैरह का नाम इसलिए नहीं लेता हूँ क्योंकि नौकरी वगैरह से डेटा कहीं से आ जाता है. But LinkedIn is one of the premium sources that I really trust. तो आप LinkedIn पर जाके लिखो opportunities for data analytics and you hit enter, you'll get ample of opportunities below your screen and you can see that. And don't trust on me or anybody else on that one. You can see by yourself on Google. तो मैं कुछ भी बोल दूंगा, आप बोलोगे कॉलेज की साइड से, कॉलेज कुछ भी बोल देगा, आपको लगेगा, बट ऐसा नहीं है. यू फील सी दैट जो हम बोल रहे हैं वही आपको, हम भी लिंक्डइन से ही देख के बोलेंगे. सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी दैट आई सी व्हिच आर कमिंग. सो अभी तो मैं कोविड की सिचुएशन में कोई ऐसा आंसर नहीं कर रहा हूं, बट प्री कोविड व्हाट आई हैव सीन एंड पोस्ट कोविड व्हाट आई अज्यूम इज गोना बी अ ह्यूज डिमांड फॉर डेटा एनालिटिक्स. That's for sure. और अभी भी कोविड के लिए भी हम काफी सारा एनालिटिक्स कर रहे हैं, बहुत एनालिटिक्स कर रहे हैं हम, इवन टू हैंडल कोविड सिचुएशंस as well. So go to LinkedIn, just write in opportunity for data analytics, data science. You just hit enter and you'll see a lot of opportunities coming your way.
Okay. Sir, Deepika is asking, is there any difference between data analytics and business analytics? And if yes, then which one is more preferable?
They both are same. There are no difference. क्योंकि आपको डेटा एनालिटिक्स करने के लिए भी बिजनेस समझना पड़ेगा, बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स करने के लिए भी बिजनेस समझना पड़ेगा. सिर्फ लोगों ने डिफरेंट नेम दे दिए. That is it. There is no difference. There is nothing which is known as business analytics. It is business understanding.
Okay. Next is from Subha. She's asking that how is business analytics works in operation management?
So ops के अंदर, for an example, I have worked with one of these call center optimization project. So there are a lot of structures that we can actually automate in terms of data analytics or probably scheduling the callers or workflow management. Workflow management is one of the huge examples into operations. So you can actually, for an example, you are into healthcare claim processing, right? So there might be something which you get 10,000 claims a day. Now you have a staffing of 200 people in the night shifts and the day shifts both. So you can actually put in across into data analytics and put a scheduler to tell them how many claims individually they can do, and you can shuffle at them the entire series and tell them. So entire workflow management automation is part of ops, which you can do into data analytics and machine learning as well.
Okay. Sir, Oman wants to know, are there any pre-required skills for being good at analytics?
No, none. I had none. So I think no. Coding कुछ नहीं आता था यार मेरे को, मुझे कुछ भी नहीं आता था starting में. I did not know how to do a VLOOKUP and see where I am. So I'm doing a lot of good stuff in the industry now. So it's nothing. It's just the zeal of learning it. It's just how curious you are. It's just the curiosity that you have. Just keep up the curiosity and you'll do good for sure.
Absolutely.
I can take one more question now.
Okay.
Yeah. In case
so we don't have any question now.
Very cool. Very cool.
Sir, I just wanted to ask now, if we talk about EQ, so does that work in data analytics? Do we have any software related to it?
I can find out and tell you. I've not seen any kind of into EQs, but I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted on the same. I'll find it out.
Okay. So one student, in fact, I have received many comments from the students. They are really motivated after listening to you. They have really enjoyed your session.
Thank you so much.
This is the feedback that we are getting.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. And in case you wanted to connect, you have the LinkedIn ID, or I'll quickly put it into the chat box for you guys. So you guys can connect through LinkedIn in case you have any questions. Let me know.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a magnificent session. This session will definitely going to help the students in the future. Thank you so much.